Rafael Cooper joining us from the GAR girls tennis team here on the John Mendola Show at our Carol and Janelle. Rafael, let's talk a little bit about getting girls out for the team, getting girls charged up, say, hey, let's play tennis, let's try tennis, let's do it.
Absolutely. Our story of our school kind of goes back 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 when I took the helm. And we had maybe 5 girls, and as you might know, you need 7 to start tennis. So I had to do some recruiting, get things going, or it seemed like it was going to die. Our athletic director, Simon Peter over at GAR, said, hey, coach, let's get this charged up. So, recruiting, I get the benefit of working in the school, so I get to talk to, kids in my class and saying, hey, let's go for tennis, let's go for tennis. And at the time, a lot of the kids were freshmen. Those freshmen, when they became sophomores, brought more friends. By the time they were juniors, more friends. By the time we knew it, our whole 7th through 12th, we're hearing more about our tennis team. And as we started winning games, we went from 5 to 8 to 12, and now this year we have 20 girls that are going to be coming out for the team.
That's awesome. 20 girls for a girls tennis program at GAR is off the charts. Talk about the enthusiasm you're seeing now from some of those girls as it's grown, word of mouth, friends, a lot of positive stuff with tennis.
Absolutely. This is the time this year with GAR Tennis where we hope to see everything come to fruition. Just like our numbers of students have gone up in the program, our wins have gone up. I remember when GAR wasn't too much of a winning team, but it seems every year for the past 3 years we've doubled our wins. So from that point on, the only thing that we're missing this year, and I'm going to put some pressure on all of us, is playoffs. We've never ever done playoffs before. So I'm hoping that we can, I don't know if we can double 5 wins, which would be 10 wins, which would be huge. I don't know about that, but if we could qualify for playoffs in GAR's last year, before we actually merge with all the other schools, that would be great for these kids who are now seniors to leave with playoffs for GAR girls tennis.
Let's talk about some of the experience you have coming back this year. Take us through some of the ladies that you hope will make an impact on the team.
Well, this year we have seven spots, and we had 1 senior graduate. So we return a bunch of girls. We return a bunch that from junior year. It's their last hurrah now, senior year. We've got a newcomer. Her name is Melanie Garcia, who I think is going to make a big impact and kind of leave our lineup the way it is. Michelle Tapia returns, Jasmine Calva. Our doubles teams, I think, are pretty solid. And anybody who needs to step in, I think, can get the job done because of the depth that we have now. And 2 of those girls who are here today, Jen and Latifa, they're part of that group, part of the exhibition, and can come in, kind of like tennis is equivalent to a 6th man.
Let's talk about your experience with tennis. You come across tennis coaches that never played a match in their life, and then there's others that have a lot of experience. So tell us where you stand and what you like about the game of tennis.
Well, I played 1 year when I was at West Granton High School, I played it like 2nd and 3rd singles, alternating. It was just something that I picked up playing with my mom. It's like, hey, let's go to McDade Park, which is close to here. Let's play some tennis. And then I just liked the game, so I started playing it. Eventually we needed a spot to fill for a tennis coach, took it over, and it's kind of become my passion now because I see the dedication that these kids have. It's a lifetime sport. You could play for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter if you're 70 or 80, and it's a social sport. It's great not just for the high school athletic experience, but it'd be nice when you're in business. A lot of our kids, can have a nice day at the country club when they get a nice job.
Let's talk about the work ethic that you get out of the ladies with the sport of tennis, whether it's, okay, we're doing a lot of backhand work, forehand work today, got to get our feet going. Let's talk about what these girls do when it comes to work ethic. Well,
when our season starts, believe it or not, GAR will start our conditioning. We start in April. We will hit the weight room. We spend about a month in the weight room just kind of getting acclimated to that. Then we do some different drills, keeping ourselves in good shape so when June comes, as you know, this heat's tough, that we're in good condition and we don't really have to work to get to that point for our optional practices. Our drills will look at about an hour and a half practice where we're working on short work, net work. We're working on obviously your serves. This year we're working on a little more advanced things, trying to slice the ball a little more and kind of change up the game where it's not just monotonous and basic. Hit it back to the partner. We're going to try and move some people around. We're going to try and be as athletic as possible this year, and hopefully everything does come to fruition.
Big tournament this year. Let's talk about this brainchild and what's going on, where it's going to take place, and who are the teams involved.
Well, this started off when I started talking with some members, high-ranking members of the USTA. They came in and they worked with me to get our school a lot of funding. And as they got funding, we started talking. We started talking about they're in high school tennis. Let's be honest. There are teams that are always at the top. Just going to be honest with you. You have your Wyoming Seminaries, you have your Holy Redeemers, you have your Scranton Prep. And they're always there. They're always there. And in talking with the USTA members, we said we need to get more of these kids involved with a postseason type of an experience, where it's not just, hey, the season's over, we didn't qualify for playoffs, and that's that. So I decided let's form a tournament, and this tournament is for the 4 teams that have agreed to be a part of it. It's an extra postseason experience. We're going to play for a cup. We've got Honesdale, we've got Berwick, we've got Valley View, and us, GAR, and it's going to be the Quad County Classic. Self-explanatory because we got 4 counties there. We've got Columbia County with Berwick, we got Valley View and Lackawanna, GAR with Luzerne, and Honesdale up in Wayne County. So it's going to be really, really exciting for these teams. Let's say none of us qualify for playoffs. I hope not. I hope we all do. But we still got something a little more to play for. Kind of like your line-it tournaments and tournaments that you have in basketball. Why not hype this up more for tennis? Why not get these people excited? And we're going to start it this year.
Well, that sounds very exciting, and we're going to have some great enthusiasm with the other teams. We'll talk with them here in the summer as they prepare for the season. Rafael, obviously it's a passion of yours, and you're doing some great things at GAR. We wish you the very best this year with the Grand Army of the Republic.
Thanks a lot, John. I appreciate your time.
Latifa Oseni is with us from the Grand Army of the Republic. That is GAR in Wilkes-Barre, and you're on the tennis team. And let's talk a little bit about how you started playing tennis and what you like about it.
It was like 9th grade, and a friend of mine was like, you should play tennis, because she was playing the year before, and I just came to the practices and I was like, I really like it, so I started playing till now.
And of course it's your senior year, so you'll be wrapping this whole thing up. These years go by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Talk about your game of tennis, how it's developed since your 9th grade year. What are you good at now?
Well, since 9th grade, it was just the beginning. I wasn't that good, and we were really just playing around in the beginning. And then now I take it more serious because I see the value of the game. And since it's going to be our last year, because they're joining all the schools together, I want to make it, better this year.
You have a brother and a sister, so tell us how old they are and what they're up to right now.
My brother, he's 11. He's in elementary school, going to 6th grade. And my sister, she's 20. She goes to Temple University in Philadelphia.
You enjoy English at GAR, so talk about why you like it and if you have a teacher that's impacted you there.
Okay, I just like English because it's something that I'm good at. I would like math, but that's iffy for me. And the teacher, Miss Kishwa, she makes it better. She helps me understand it, and yeah.
You're doing really well with your average. You got 95 average in school. Let's talk about life after high school. Can you picture what you want to do yet, or you want to go away to college like your sister?
Yeah, I want to go away. I don't want to stay in Wilkes-Barre. I want to major in business because I see myself doing that, being in charge.
How about your coach? Talk about the Coach Cooper and his energy he has and positive attitude that he brings.
Yeah, he brings a lot of positive energy to the team. He lifts everybody up. When we're having a bad day, he brings us up. There's no negativity on the team. You don't go to practice without laughing that day.
Let's talk about some of your teammates that are on the team that are good quality tennis players that you can think of.
I think we're all good, and that's why it's tough to actually like bring people into the lineup. So it rotates sometimes. Jasmine Calva, she's pretty good at #1 singles, and Samantha Rodriguez and Magali Martinez, they're #1 singles, no, doubles, and they're really good because they win like most of their games.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot of positive things going on at GAR. We wish you the best with this tennis season. And are you pretty excited about this Quad County Cup that they're going to have?
Yes, because it's like a lot of schools bring together, and at practices we really just play with the same people. So it's good to have some new things.
Well, Latifa Oseni for the GAR tennis team, we appreciate your time. Have a great summer. Jennifer Ajao is with us from GAR, heading into her senior year. She's on the tennis team. Jennifer, talk about when you first started playing tennis, what it was like, and now as you become a senior, what you hope this season will be like.
In the beginning, when I played tennis, I was very nervous. We had a team full of like really good seniors who, really represented the team well, and it was nerve-wracking at first. And I overthought a lot of things, just being, fresh to the game. But now I think I've relaxed more, I've learned more, and calmed myself more. So definitely more relaxed and enjoy the game much more now.
Well, you're a well-rounded young lady with a very good average in high school, with a 98 average. So talk about being a student first and then trying to be an athlete as well.
Hard to basically handle all those things at first, because school can be stressful, especially when we take on like hard classes and stuff. But I balanced it all, basically just taking time for myself and being able to study and work on things and staying after school and clarifying things. If I know I have a game next week or I have practice, I get those things handled first. So you kind of adjust to those things as time goes on. When you prioritize your schoolwork and you just talk to your teachers and you communicate, basically those things get handled as time goes on. So it got better.
Let's talk about your doubles partner, who you play with.
My friend Latifa Oseni. I play with her for exhibition second doubles. We've played together since we started together, since 7th grade, 8th grade. So it's been well. We work together well. So
let's talk about having a bestie and how you've grown with the game of tennis. Do you feel like your relationship grew a little bit more because of the game of tennis?
Definitely, because we work together. If it's a loss, we take it together. If there's something wrong, we have to adjust together. So it definitely helped us build more communication, because we went through everything in the experience we felt and things we've learned, we've experienced it together. So that teaches you a lot about a person. So definitely.
You got a couple younger siblings. I'm sure they look up to you, so tell us who they are and what they're doing.
My younger sister is Eliana. She's 6 years old, and I have another one, Ishana, who's 10 years old. And they definitely look up to me. I'm the oldest, so I have the responsibility. I babysit. I help with the homework a lot. So they definitely, everything I do, honestly, they want to follow me.
They're watching that every move.
Yes.
Let's talk about the next step for you. You'd like to study business?
Yes. I want to do business manufacturing or management and stuff like that, like CEO of a company. I definitely like taking roles of leadership, very interested in business, and I want to be my own boss and basically engage in that career the best I can. I feel like it's everything I interest myself in. I definitely like to talk a lot, write a lot, so it's all for me.
Well, you are very well spoken, that's for sure. Let's talk about your mom as a role model for you.
My mom is my role model because just because she's an independent woman and everything she's done. Coming here and from Africa, younger, building herself up from anything, and now she's going back to school for nursing, trying to get her degree, being a single mom. So, everything she takes on and everything she's taught me, she's my biggest role model in everything, so definitely I look up to her.
She's doing a heck of a job, seeing what you have told us about yourself and about your teammates and the fun you're having at the Grand Army of the Republic. Jennifer, we wish you the best here as your senior season comes up, okay?
Thank you.